Hello, and welcome to Reality TV News Update, where you'll find the most recent news, entertaining moments, and exclusive behind-the-scenes content. One of Big Brother 27's most talked-about house guests, Morgan Pope, has finally spoken out about her complicated relationship with Vince Panaro in a shocking and heartbreaking revelation that has shocked Big Brother fans. Morgan gave her side of the story in an emotional interview after months of rumors, cryptic posts, and viral fan theories. She said, "It's time everyone knew the truth." Following the explosive Big Brother 27 finale, fans have been talking about the tension between Morgan and Vince for weeks. Rumors, betrayal, and heartbreak appeared to collapse what had begun as one of the most passionate and strategic showmances in recent memory. This was true inside and outside the house. Morgan is now clearing up the situation by revealing the truth about her and Vince's relationship and how their story became one of Big Brother's most dramatic sagas. A love story that wowed audiences. Few anticipated that Morgan Pope and Vince Panaro would become the most talked-about couple of the season when they entered the Big Brother 27 house. At first, Vince, a charming and self-assured player from Chicago, and Morgan, a charismatic strategist from Texas, did not appear to have much in common. However, their chemistry became undeniable over the course of the weeks. By week 3, their emotional and strategic alignment had resulted in the formation of what fans affectionately dubbed Mints. They became popular among fans thanks to their late-night chats, flirtatious banter, and shared gameplay moments. However, as Big Brother fans are well aware, romance on the house frequently results in complications. Vince's reputation as a flirt began to cause tension behind the scenes. Morgan found herself torn between loyalty and jealousy when other house guests made the accusation that he had influenced multiple women to form alliances. Morgan stated in her interview, "I trusted him completely. However, the house has a way of showing you who people really are, or at least who they are when they are under pressure," the author asserts. The scandal of cheating, the first major crack in their relationship, came during week 7 when a live feed clip surfaced showing Vince allegedly getting too close to another house guest, sparking what fans later called the Cheatmance scandal. After a heated argument with Morgan earlier that evening, Vince can be seen intimately whispering with another contestant in the video. On the internet, fans quickly switched sides, with some defending Vince's actions as innocent game talk and others accusing him of manipulating their emotions. After leaving the house, Morgan recalled watching the footage again. "It hurt more than I can put into words when I saw that. You have no one else to turn to in that situation. I believed he was my person, not only in the game, but also possibly outside of it." The two tried to reconcile inside the house. One of the most moving scenes of the season was their tearful late-night conversation, during which Vince stated that he never meant to hurt her. However, their relationship continued to deteriorate as the competition became more intense. The aftermath, speculation, and silence. Morgan and Vince initially avoided discussing their relationship publicly after the finale. Morgan remained conspicuously silent, only posting cryptic messages about healing and self-worth, while Vince's social media posts offered hints of regret. The question of whether they were still together, whether they had split up, or whether they were simply keeping things private, remained open to endless speculation among fans. Then, just a few days after the finale aired, there were rumors that Vince had been seen with another woman, which made the online drama even worse. Morgan remained silent for months up until this point. Morgan stated in her recent interview that her silence was deliberate. "I wanted to say something, but I needed to process everything first. Everyone wanted me to. The reality that people saw on television was not the whole story. Secret activities were taking place that no one was aware of." She confirmed that she and Vince attempted to reconcile after the show, but that the relationship ended in failure. She explained, "When you come out of Big Brother, reality hits hard. You suddenly have to deal with fame, attention, and everyone else's thoughts on your life. That's a lot. While trying to figure that out, we both made mistakes." Morgan's truth, "It's time everyone knew." When asked what finally pushed her to speak up, Morgan didn't hesitate. "I saw numerous erroneous narratives and assumptions. Some saw Vince as the bad guy, while others saw me as manipulative. But the truth is, it wasn't exactly black and white. Everyone ought to know what actually happened." Morgan claims that trust was more important than cheating in their relationship. She claims that it was hard for her and Vince to separate the game from their real feelings. Every move in that house is calculated. She stated, "You're always questioning who's being genuine and who's strategizing. Sometimes we were both guilty of playing each other, not out of malice, but as part of our survival." The statement reads, she admitted that she made choices during the game that also damaged Vince's trust. "Once I used information against him because I believed he was behaving similarly to me. I wish I had handled things differently now that I think about it. But that's Big Brother. It brings out the best and the worst in you." Vince's response. Vince Panaro hasn't said anything about Morgan's comments yet, but people close to him say that he respects her point of view and is aware of what she said. However, Morgan's every word has already been scrutinized by fans, with many praising her sincerity on social media. On X, formerly Twitter, a fan wrote, "Morgan didn't have to say anything, but she did it with grace." Another writer wrote, "You can tell she still cares about him, but she's finally putting herself first." Still, some people argue that Morgan's timing, which occurred just before the rumored Big Brother All-Stars announcement, might not be random. One critic wrote, "She knows this will get attention. It's clever PR, but it also feels planned." However, Morgan maintains that her intentions are pure. She clarified, "This isn't about attention. It's about coming to an end. For Vince, me, and the fans who watched us endure everything." Life after the house. Morgan Pope appears to be doing well today outside of Big Brother. She is focusing on her entertainment career and has hinted that she will start her own podcast later this year about reality TV, relationships, and resilience. She has also become an outspoken proponent of raising awareness of mental health issues, frequently speaking about the emotional toll that reality television can take on contestants. Morgan said, "People forget that we're human. You suddenly find that millions of people are evaluating every move you make, going from being isolated in a house with cameras watching you around the clock. It's all too much." Regarding Vince, he has been keeping a low profile, occasionally sharing photos from personal projects and brand partnerships. Even after Vince liked one of Morgan's recent posts about forgiving, some fans still have faith that the two of them will eventually come to terms. Morgan, on the other hand, replied, "Never say never, but right now, I'm choosing me." A note to followers. Morgan took a moment to directly address Big Brother fans before concluding her interview. "Thank you to everyone who supported me. I am grateful to those who criticized me because it strengthened me. Being vulnerable on television did not hurt. I'm not sorry that I loved someone in that house. I just feel bad that I didn't love myself enough at the time." Her message resonated with viewers who followed her journey from heartbreak to healing. Many praised her for taking responsibility and speaking honestly, which is not something that every reality star does. What's Morgan Pope's next step? After producers recently teased Morgan's return as one of the most iconic women in recent seasons, rumors are already circulating that she might appear in an upcoming all-star season of Big Brother. When asked if she would ever play again, Morgan laughed and replied, "Never say never. If I went back, I would play for myself, not anyone else." In the meantime, she is focusing on new opportunities, personal growth, and sharing her journey authentically. She said, "In conclusion, the most important thing I've learned is that the truth always comes out eventually. You only have control over how people perceive you and react to you." And my response is this: Vince and Morgan's legacy. There is no denying that Morgan Pope and Vince Panaro made a lasting impression on Big Brother history, regardless of how much or how little fans liked or hated their relationship. Their story, which was full of love, betrayal, redemption, and vulnerability, became a symbol for the way that real emotions and a game built on deception can collide. Fans are now left pondering what it means to both find love and lose it in the spotlight of the world. Now that Morgan's truth has been revealed, one online viewer summed it up perfectly. Even though Morgan and Vince didn't last as a couple, they gave us one of the rawest, most human stories we've seen on Big Brother. And that's something that can't be beat by any twist.